Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is Montana This Morning from Montana's news leader.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on Montana This Morning. I'm Augusta McDonald.
And I'm Louis Storch. Hope you're having a great start to your Friday. We're almost to the weekend,
So
Augusta.
close.
And if you remember last weekend, beautiful. It was like 50s and 60s out there.
It was a lovely weekend.
And I told you, just like, if you can't get out this weekend, because we're going to start to see some changes, and sure enough, we're seeing highs this weekend, 20s, 30s, rain and snow
Pretty
sticking
chilly.
with us. Yeah, and these snow showers sticking with us all the way through Sunday. So yeah, we will be dealing with that once again. We still have this winter storm warning in place anywhere in the pink. An additional 3 to 5 inches of snow with locally up to 8 inches of snow possible there. In the higher elevations. And then we have an update to your winter weather advisory anywhere in the purple. This is going to go until 9 a.m. Saturday morning, where the valleys could pick up 2 to 4 inches, locally up to 5 inches, mountains 5 to 7 inches, and you can see locally up to 10 inches there. So yeah, we're still dealing with these showers, and those are going to continue all the way through tomorrow morning. It looks like a little bit of a break on Saturday, and then we're going to pick it right back up on Sunday, and I'll talk more about that here in just a minute. Friday forecast, though, 34 in Missoula, 29 Kalispell, 37 in Hamilton. We'll see 33 in Polson.
Alrighty, thank you, Louis. Top stories this morning. President Donald Trump was silenced on Twitter last night, and you'll never guess why. Hannah Doba has all those details.
Sorry, that page doesn't exist. That's what millions of Twitter users saw last night after President Trump's account was deleted from the social media site. The president's personal page, @RealDonaldTrump, with 41.7 million Twitter followers, was down for about 11 minutes. Turns out Twitter says an employee intentionally deactivated the president's account and tweeted a statement. Through our investigation, we have learned that this was done by a Twitter customer support employee who did this on the employee's last day. We are conducting a full internal review. And the Twitterverse took notice. Representative Ted Lieu from California tweeted, "Dear Twitter employee who shut down Trump's Twitter, you made America feel better for 11 minutes. DM me and I will buy you a Pizza Hut pizza." Model Chrissy Teigen, an outspoken critic of President Trump, wrote, "This person is dope. Please name him." In the past, President Trump's former White House press secretary admitted his boss liked to talk to the American people in 140 characters.
The president is the most effective messenger on his agenda, and I think his use of social media, he now has a collective total of close to 110 million people across different platforms.
The president was recently called out for his tweets on immigration by Democrat Chuck Schumer.
Look, the president ought to stop tweeting and start leading.
The temporary shutdown has many questioning how the site secures accounts of those that could potentially influence the world. Hannah Doba, CBS News.
The White House has not responded to the Twitter shutdown just yet, but the president has tweeted about his tax plan since coming back online. In Montana news this morning, Governor Bullock's budget director says state leaders are close to an agreement on a way to fill the state's massive budget hole, but lawmakers are saying not so fast. On Wednesday, Governor Steve Bullock's budget director said key lawmakers have tentatively agreed to a three-pronged framework for solving the budget crisis. One part spending cuts, one part tax increases, and one part budget transfers. But on Thursday, some House Republican leaders told MTN News that there's no settlement yet. House Majority Leader Ron Ailey of Hamilton said House Republicans are still evaluating the options, and it's up to Bullock to come forward with the detailed spending cuts or other changes before a special session is called. The Bullock administration says it's still hoping a deal can be reached this month to avoid balancing the budget entirely with spending cuts. And in court news, a settlement is in the works in a case where 6 women accuse a former Kalispell Boy Scout leader of abusing them while they were minors. The civil lawsuit was filed against the Boy Scouts of America in Cascade County District Court, which says the Boy Scouts and the organization's Montana Council knew about the risks Bill Leninger posed to young girls. Leninger, the scout leader during the time of the alleged assaults in the 1970s, died in 2002. If no mediation is reached, the case will go to trial in Cascade County. Each woman could be awarded up to $10 million in damages. And in Missoula this morning, a plan to reconfigure Missoula International Airport is beginning to take flight, with the Missoula County Airport Authority approving schematics for a modern terminal. Plans to remodel the terminal first began 4 years ago, but last year it was determined an entirely new building was needed because of the original building that dates back to the 1940s and has already been remodeled nearly a dozen times. The new terminal will be built in phases in the footprint of the existing building to minimize construction impacts for passengers. The new terminal will stand at least 3 stories up from the present 2, featuring better traffic flow with larger gates and a more robust security checkpoint to help get passengers on planes much faster. Additionally, the new terminal will be built with modern technology in mind.
Really think about how things have changed in the industry. Back in the day when it was built, it was piston-powered airplanes, DC trees that held maybe 15 or 20 passengers, and nobody had anything to plug in the wall back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, really even into the 80s. And so nowadays, of course, with the technology, we need a facility that can serve our public.
So what's next for the Missoula International Airport? First, the Missoula County Airport Authority must approve a contract with the design team. That team includes A&D Architects and Martel Construction. Then design documents must be written to determine how exactly the process will go, with bids coming in July. Finally, crews will break ground between September and October of 2018. Construction is estimated to take about 5 years to complete. And in some Health Watch headlines this morning, a new study suggests hormone replacement therapy may help some women's memory. Researchers found estrogen treatments after menopause protect memory that is needed for short-term cognitive tasks. And blood biomarkers appear to be an early warning sign of lung and airway problems for firemen who worked at Ground Zero after 9/11. Researchers say blood tests help identify 2 types of immune cells that are linked to respiratory diseases. And new research in South Africa finds sugar-sweetened drinks are linked to high blood pressure and diabetes. The analysis also found soda and juice with high amounts of sugar can increase the risk of obesity, which can lead to heart disease and stroke. And some things in life you just can't prepare for, like having a baby in your car outside the hospital where you work. Katie Michael's water broke during rush hour on October 27th. The couple got stuck in traffic on the way to the hospital and braced themselves for the inevitable. Katie says about 25 minutes after her water broke, Ella decided she wanted to be here. Luckily, mom is a nurse who says she can now add labor and delivery to her resume. She delivered her own baby outside of the emergency room, and everyone is healthy and happy. Meteorologist Louis Storch joins us now with some Western Montana headlines.
All right, thank you, Augusta. Good morning, everyone. That's one reason I love living in Montana, right? Don't have to worry about that traffic, getting stuck in that rush hour traffic, at least as bad as like that. You know, we do have to deal with our little bit of traffic here and there, but at least nothing like that. All right, let's talk about some snowfall out there. This was sent in to us by Debbie yesterday up there around Kalispell. I don't know how well you can see the picture here, but it looks like they got around 8, almost 9 inches there where this picture was taken. Debbie, thank you so much for that. And because of this, we are seeing slippery roads out there, especially northwestern Montana. Give yourself plenty of time to get where you need to be this morning if you are traveling northwestern Montana over the passes, because yeah, the snow that we saw yesterday creating difficult travel conditions, and the snow that we see fall on top of that is just going to continue to have these difficult travel conditions all the way through the weekend. Here's a look at your temperatures this morning. 20s and 30s out there. Yeah, grab those jackets, bundle up, and the thing about it is by this afternoon, raise these temperatures from what you see here, maybe a couple of degrees, and that's just going to be our highs for today. It's going to be pretty chilly over the next several days. All right, let's go ahead and time everything out here for you on your Future Track satellite radar, because we have several things to talk about as you roll throughout the weekend. First, this system moving through, that's what's bringing us the snow for tonight and moving into tomorrow morning, or excuse me, today, tonight, and into tomorrow morning. Now behind this, we're going to start to clear it out a little bit for Saturday, but then starting Sunday afternoon, another system's going to develop. As this moves through, we're going to bring in more snow, it looks like, starting Sunday late afternoon, pushing all the way into Monday morning. So let's move in just a little bit closer so we can time this out. First, we stopped this at around 9 a.m. Notice widespread scattered showers around western Montana. As this continues to move through, it looks like it'll actually pick up in intensity by the afternoon time as that continues to slide off to the south and east. Now we'll start to clear it out for tonight. Now tomorrow, Saturday, we're still going to have scattered showers in the forecast, 20s and 30s, but not as much snow. But then as we roll into Sunday, we're going to start it off clear. Notice here comes this system as that rolls through by Sunday afternoon. That's what's going to bring us our next round of snow showers. Here's your 7-day forecast for Missoula. 34 today and tomorrow, 33 on Sunday, and then 32 chilly by Monday. Kalispell, snow showers continue all the way into Monday. Looks like we'll start to dry it out by next week. Hamilton, 37 today, 36 tomorrow, 37 on Sunday, 35 by Monday.
Alrighty, thank you, Louis. Having this cool weather definitely makes me grateful to have a garage to park my car in, because
for sure.
coming out in the morning when it's that cold does not feel good.
It's no fun at all. I don't have a garage and I freeze.
And you freeze,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have your first winter of scraping windows.
I know. Not looking forward to that.
Not looking forward to it. Anyway, we'll be right back.